Beloved, get ready for something truly remarkable to unfold in your life. You re-standing on the edge of a moment that will not only transform how you view the world, but also how the world perceives you. This isn't just a small change or a minor shift in your circumstances. No, this is something far greater, divine elevation. A season where blessings from above will pour into your life like a mighty river, leaving everyone around you, your family, your friends, and even strangers completely astonished. This moment is not just about you. It's about the legacy you about to create for your family and the generations that will follow. What's coming is a divine transfer, a heavenly appointment designed to reshape the very foundation of your family's future. Imagine a moment so powerful that it doesn't just bring you personal success, but changes the entire trajectory of your lineage. The wealth that's about to flow into your life isn't just about money or material things. It's about a heavenly blessing, a sacred moment where God's favor aligns perfectly with His purpose for you. This is your time to step boldly into what has already been set in motion by the Creator. Before I dive deeper into what this means and how it's going to happen, I want to encourage you to pause for a moment and connect with this message. If you're watching this on a video platform, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This isn't just a casual action, a declaration to the universe that you ready to receive what's coming. The number 777 carries deep spiritual meaning. It's a symbol of divine alignment, a sign that you're open to the abundance that's on its way. If you feel called to this message, stay with me until the very end. Those who are truly chosen will sense the weight of this moment and understand the magnitude of what's unfolding. But if this message doesn't resonate, it might pass you by, and you may miss the divine orchestration at work. This moment is going to leave your family in awe. They've never seen anything like this before, and it's not just about financial gain. It's about a transformation that starts deep within you and ripples out to touch every part of your bloodline. This is your divine announcement, a moment heaven has been preparing you for. God has been watching, waiting for you to arrive at this exact point in your journey. Now, the time has come for you to receive what has been set aside for you, what has been divinely ordained. You've only been delayed. Your wealth, your blessings, have already been approved in the spiritual realm. They've been stored up, locked away in heaven's vault, waiting for the perfect moment to be released into your life. The struggles you faced, the times you felt like nothing was moving forward, weren't because God was holding back. It was all about divine timing, God's perfect plan unfolding at just the right moment. Now, that moment has arrived. The vault of heaven is opening, and everything that's been reserved for you is flowing into your hands. This isn't a random occurrence or a stroke of luck. This is a carefully orchestrated move in God's grand design for your life. Your family will be stunned by what they see, but soon they'll recognize the undeniable evidence of God's faithfulness and favor over you. This isn't just about getting what you've prayed for. It's about a generational blessing that will transform your entire bloodline. The wealth coming your way is more than just money. It's a supernatural shift, a kingdom transfer meant to break the chains of lack, struggle, and limitation that have held your family back for generations. This is about rewriting the story of your lineage, establishing a new foundation of prosperity that will echo through the years. This wealth isn't just about financial increase. It's about God positioning you as a financier of His purpose, a steward of heavenly resources. Every opportunity, every dollar, every moment of provision that comes your way has been hand-picked by God. This isn't about what you've earned through your own efforts. Set S about what God is pouring out for His kingdom through you. This wealth is a divine tool meant to empower you to build, create, and share with others. God is entrusting you with resources that will change lives, fund dreams, and establish legacies that will last for eternity. This isn't about hoarding wealth for yourself. It's about distributing it for the advancement of God's work on earth. Every sacrifice you've made, every moment you held on to faith when no one else could see, every prayer you whispered in the quiet of your heart, God has seen it all. Every time you trusted Him, even when the world told you to give up, you were building toward this moment. Heaven has taken note of your obedience, your sacrifices, and your unwavering faith. Now, God is ready to reward you in a way that everyone will see. What you did in private, those silent prayers, those moments of trust when nothing seemed to change, is about to be rewarded publicly. Your faithfulness through the tears, the struggles, and the waiting is about to bear fruit in a way that no one can deny. This wealth transfer isn't just a gift, it's a reward for your steadfastness. Your family will see the results of your labor, and they'll know this blessing didn't come from your own strength, it came from God's hand. This moment isn't just for your personal enjoyment. It's meant to be a public testimony, not to boost your pride, but to show the world what God can do. Your transformation from lack to abundance, from struggle to overflow, will be a living proof of God's power and provision. People will see it, and many will be drawn to the truth that God still blesses those who trust in Him. This blessing is a testimony, a beacon of God's faithfulness that will shine through your life. Your family will be in awe, not just of the wealth, but of the undeniable work of God in you. This isn't just about money, it's about a divine validation of your faith, your obedience, and your alignment with God's purpose. When heaven funds something, the rules of this world no longer apply. You don't need anyone's approval, a perfect credit score, or a loan to step into what God has for you. When God opens a door, no one can close it. The wealth coming your way is unstoppable, moving with divine speed and favor. It will break through every barrier, debt, delay, or denial, because God's provision operates above the limitations of this world. What's about to happen is more than a change in your bank account. It's a supernatural breakthrough that will leave others speechless. Doors that were once locked tight will swing wide open, and you'll step into a season of provision unlike anything you've ever known. This wealth isn't just for your survival, it's for your thriving. God is repositioning you, moving you from a place of just getting by to a place of overflowing abundance. This moment will redefine your family's name, shift the narrative of your lineage, and set a new foundation for generations to come. Not just receiving this wealth to keep it for yourself, you receiving it to share it, to distribute it, to become a channel of God's blessings. God has chosen you to be the banker of your bloodline, the one who breaks the cycle of poverty and establishes a legacy of prosperity. This isn't just about personal gain. You've walked through seasons of lack, rejection, and delay. But those moments weren't meant to destroy you, they were meant to prepare you. Every trial was a step toward this elevation. Every time you held fast to God's promises, even when the world doubted, you were being refined for this moment. The wealth coming your way isn't just for you, it's for your family, your descendants, and those whose lives you're called to touch. This is purpose-driven wealth, meant to fund God's kingdom, support His work, and make a lasting impact. You're no longer just a dreamer. You're an executor, a financier of divine purpose. Your role has shifted. You are now a steward of heavenly resources, tasked with building, expanding, and empowering others. When God funds something, no explanation is needed. People may be confused by your sudden transformation, wondering how someone who faced so many struggles is now walking in such abundance. But that's the beauty of it. This is God's work, and it's undeniable. This isn't a temporary blessing. It's a territorial shift, a change that will redefine your family's future and establish a legacy of prosperity for generations. As you step into this new season, some may try to pull you back to old ways or old mindsets. Stay bold, stay aligned with God's purpose. You were chosen for this moment, and you're called to lead with confidence. You are now a heavenly strategist, entrusted with resources to build, create, and impact the world. This wealth is not just for your family, it's for your community, for God's kingdom, for those you're called to serve. You're rewriting the story of your lineage, breaking cycles of lack, and building a foundation of abundance. The transfer has begun, and this is only the start of something far greater. Your best days are ahead, and the world will see the evidence of God's favor in your life. As you stand in this divine moment, chosen one, know that the journey ahead is filled with promise and purpose. The wealth transfer that's begun is not a fleeting gift, it's a sacred responsibility, a mantle placed upon you to carry out God's work in ways that will leave an everlasting mark. This is not just about receiving, it's about becoming a vessel through which heaven's blessings flow to others. Your life is about to become a living testimony, a beacon of hope that shows the world what's possible when you trust in God's plan. Let's dive deeper into what this season means for you and how you can walk boldly in it, embracing every opportunity to fulfill the divine assignment on your life. This wealth, this divine provision, is like a river that's been held back by a dam for far too long. Now the gates are opening, and the flood of blessings is rushing toward you. It's not just money, it's opportunity, favor, and divine connections that will align to bring God's purpose to fruition through you. Picture it. Doors that were once sealed shut are now swinging wide open. People who overlooked you in the past will suddenly take notice. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will land in your lap with divine precision. This is not luck or coincidence. This is God orchestrating every detail to ensure you step into the fullness of what He's prepared. Your family, your friends, and even those who doubted you will see this transformation and wonder how it happened. They'll see the shift in your life from struggle to abundance, from lack to overflown. They'll know it could only be the hand of God. This is why your story matters. It's not just about you enjoying the blessings. It's about showing others that God is faithful, that He sees every sacrifice, and that He rewards those who trust Him. Your life will become a living proof of His promises, a story that inspires others to believe in the power of faith. But let's be clear, this moment comes with a call to stewardship. The wealth flowing into your life is not meant to be hoarded or spent on fleeting pleasures. It's a tool, a resource, a divine endowment meant to build, uplift, and transform. God is entrusting you with heavenly wealth because He knows you ready to handle it with wisdom and purpose. You're not just receiving to accumulate, you're receiving to distribute. Think about the lives you can touch, the dreams you can fund, the ministries you can support. This wealth is meant to break cycles of poverty, not just in your family, but in your community and beyond. Consider the legacy you're building. The choices you make with this wealth will ripple through generations. Your children, your grandchildren, and those yet to come will inherit not just financial stability, but a heritage of faith, generosity, and purpose. You're the one chosen to rewrite the narrative of your family's history. Where there was once lack, you're establishing abundance. Where there was struggle, you're laying a foundation of strength. This is your divine assignment, to be the one who shifts the trajectory of your bloodline and sets a new standard for what is possible. Let's talk about the journey that brought you here. You've walked through seasons that tested your faith to its core. There were moments when you wondered if God had forgotten you, times when the weight of delay felt unbearable. You faced rejection, setbacks, and obstacles that seemed insurmountable. But every one of those moments was preparation. Every tear you shed, every prayer you prayed, every step you took in faith when the path was unclear, it was all building your capacity to carry the blessings that are now coming your way. Those trials weren't meant to break you. They were meant to shape you into the person who could handle this divine moment. God saw every moment you chose faith over fear. He saw the times you gave when you had little, the times you trusted when nothing made sense, the times you stood firm when the world told you to give up. Those moments weren't wasted, they were investments in this season of overflow. Now, as the wealth pours in, it's a reflection of the seeds you've sown in faith. This is your harvest, chosen one, and it's more abundant than you could have imagined. Your faithfulness has qualified you for this moment, and God is rewarding you in a way that will leave no doubt about His power and love. As you step into this new season, you may encounter voices that try to pull you back. There will be those who don't understand your elevation, who question how someone like you could receive such favor. Some may even try to remind you of your past struggles, as if you're still defined by them. But hear this, you are no longer bound by the limitations of your past. You are a new creation, walking in divine favor and purpose. Don't let doubt or naysayers dim your light. Stand tall in the confidence that God has placed you in this position for a reason. You are chosen, anointed, and appointed for this moment. This wealth transfer is also a call to leadership. God is positioning you as a heavenly strategist, someone who uses resources to advance His kingdom. You're not just a receiver of blessings, you're a distributor of them. Imagine the impact you can have funding schools, supporting missions, empowering entrepreneurs, and building communities. Every dollar, every opportunity, every connection that comes your way is a tool to make a difference. You're not just building wealth, you're building a legacy that glorifies God and uplifts others. As you move forward, stay rooted in gratitude. Remember the one who made this possible. This wealth isn't about your own strength or cleverness, about God's grace and provision. Give Him the glory in all you do. Share your testimony, not to boast, but to point others to the God who keeps His promises. Your story will inspire faith in others, showing them that what God has done for you, He can do for them. Your life will become a walking testament to His goodness, a light that draws others closer to Him. This season is also about divine acceleration. What once took years to achieve will now happen with supernatural speed. Doors will open faster, opportunities will align quicker, and blessings will flow with ease. This is the favor of God at work, breaking through every barrier that once held you back. You don't need to beg or plead for what's yours. God has already approved it. When He funds something, it's a done deal. No earthly system, no human limitation, no past mistake can stop what He's set in motion. You're walking in a season where the impossible becomes possible, where miracles become your reality. As you embrace this new chapter, keep your heart aligned with God's purpose. Seek His guidance in every decision, and let His wisdom direct how you steward this wealth. This is not a time to shrink back or play small. You've been called to lead, to build, to impact. You're no longer the person who just dreams, you're the one who executes, who turns visions into reality. Your identity has shifted from one of scarcity to one of abundance, from surviving to thriving. You are a kingdom financier, a steward of divine resources, and your assignment is to make a difference that echoes through eternity. This wealth transfer is a generational shift. Your children and their children will walk in the overflow of what you establish now. You're breaking cycles of lack, fear, and limitation, replacing them with a legacy of faith, prosperity, and purpose. You're the one chosen to set a new standard, to show your family and the world what it looks like when God's favor takes hold. This is your moment to shine, to lead, to build. The transfer has begun, but it's only the beginning. The best is yet to come, and your life will be a testament to the faithfulness of God. Chosen one, as you stand in the radiance of this divine moment, you not just stepping into a season of abundance, you re-stepping into a divine calling that will redefine your purpose and impact the world around you. The wealth transfer that's unfolding in your life is like a mighty wave, gathering strength and ready to crash upon the shores of your reality, transforming everything it touches. This is not a moment to stand still or hesitate. It's a time to move forward with unwavering faith, knowing that God has orchestrated every detail to bring you to this point. Let's dive deeper into what this season holds for you, how it will shape your future, and how you can embrace this divine assignment with courage and clarity. This wealth, this heavenly provision, is more than a financial blessing. It's a sacred trust. Imagine a treasure chest overflowing with resources, opportunities, and divine favor placed directly into your hands. This isn't just about money filling your bank account. It's about God equipping you with everything you need to fulfill His purpose. The doors that are opening for you now are not random. They are divinely appointed. Connections with people who will propel you forward, opportunities that align perfectly with your calling, and moments of favor that seem almost too good to be truth. These are all part of God's plan to elevate you. This is a season where you see His hand moving in ways that leave no room for doubt. Your family and those around you will witness this transformation and be left in awe. They'll see the shift in your life, from moments of struggle to a season of overflow, and they'll know it could only be God. Your story is becoming a living testimony, a powerful reminder that God is faithful to those who trust Him. It's not just about the wealth you receiving it, it's about the message it carries. Your life will show others that God sees every sacrifice, hears every prayer, and rewards those who remain steadfast. This is why your journey matters, not just for you, but for everyone who will be inspired by your faith. But this moment comes with a responsibility to steward these blessings wisely. The wealth pouring into your life is not meant to be a personal treasure to hoard or squander. It's a tool for transformation, a resource to build, uplift, and empower. God has chosen you because He knows you can handle this with wisdom and integrity. You're not just receiving to keep. You're receiving to give, to share, to multiply. Think about the impact you can have supporting ministries that spread hope, funding dreams for those who lack resources, building communities where love and generosity reign. This wealth is a catalyst for change, and you're the one God has entrusted to wield it. Your legacy is taking shape in this moment. Every decision you make with this wealth will echo through generations. Your children, their children, and those yet to come will walk in the overflow of what you establish now. You're not just breaking cycles of lack, you're building a foundation of abundance, faith, and purpose. You're the one chosen to rewrite your family's story, to shift it from struggle to strength, from limitation to limitless possibility. This is your divine mandate to set a new standard for what's possible, not just for your bloodline, but for everyone connected to your journey. Reflect on the path that led you here. You've walked through seasons that tested your resolve, moments when the weight of delay felt heavy on your shoulders. There were times when you wondered if your prayers were being heard, when setbacks seemed to outnumber breakthroughs. But every one of those moments was a stepping stone, preparing you for the magnitude of this season. Every tear you shed was a seed planted in faith. Every moment you chose to trust God, even when the world offered no evidence, was a moment of refinement. Those trials weren't meant to defeat you. They were meant to equip you for the divine assignment you re-stepping into now. God saw every quiet act of obedience, every sacrifice made in secret, every prayer whispered in the dark. He saw the times you gave when you had little, the times you stood firm when doubt was all around you. Those moments weren't in vain. They were investments in this season of harvest. The wealth flowing to you now is a reflection of the faith you've sown, the trust you've held on to, the obedience you've walked in. This is your reward, chosen one, and it's more abundant than you could have dreamed. Your faithfulness has positioned you for this divine moment, and God is showing the world what He does for those who trust Him. As you move forward, you may face voices that try to pull you back, people who don't understand your elevation, who question how someone like you could receive such favor. They may remind you of your past as if it still defines you, but you are no longer bound by who you were or what you faced. You are a new creation, walking in divine purpose and favor. Don't let doubt or negativity dim your shine. Stand firm in the truth that God has chosen you for this moment. You are anointed, appointed, and equipped to carry this blessing with boldness and grace. This wealth transfer is also a call to rise as a leader. God is positioning you as a heavenly strategist, someone who uses resources to advance His kingdom and uplift others. You're not just a recipient of blessings, you're a distributor of them. Imagine the lives you can touch, the dreams you can fund, the communities you can strengthen. Every resource that comes your way is a tool to make a difference, to build something eternal. You're not just accumulating wealth, you're creating a legacy that glorifies God and transforms lives. Stay rooted in gratitude as you walk in this season. Remember that this wealth is not about your own strength or merit, it's about God's grace and provision. Give Him the glory in every step and share your story to inspire others. Your testimony will be a beacon, showing the world that God is faithful, that He keeps His promises, and that He rewards those who trust Him. Your life will draw others to faith, showing them that what God has done for you, He can do for them. This season is marked by divine acceleration. What once took years will now happen in moments. Doors will open with supernatural speed, opportunities will align with divine precision, and blessings will flow without hindrance. This is God's favor at work, breaking through every obstacle that once stood in your way. You, need to beg or plead for what's yours. God has already signed the approval. When He funds something, no earthly system or limitation can stop it. You're walking in a season where miracles become your reality, where the impossible becomes possible. As you embrace this chapter, keep your heart aligned with God's purpose. Seek His guidance in every decision, and let His wisdom shape how you steward this wealth. This is not a time to play small or shrink back. You've been called to lead, to build, to impact. You're no longer just dreaming, you're executing, turning visions into reality. Your identity has shifted from scarcity to abundance, from surviving to thriving. You are a kingdom financier, a steward of divine resources, and your assignment is to create a lasting impact. This wealth transfer is a generational shift, a moment that will redefine your family's future. You're breaking cycles of lack and establishing a legacy of prosperity, faith, and purpose. Your descendants will walk in the overflow of what you build now, never knowing the struggles you overcame. You're the one chosen to set a new standard, to show the world what God's favor looks like. This is your moment to shine, to lead, to build. The transfer has begun, and it's only the beginning of something far greater. Chosen one, as you step boldly into this season of divine elevation, know that God's hand is guiding you every step of the way. This wealth transfer is not the end, it's the beginning of a life filled with purpose, impact, and legacy. Walk in gratitude, lead with courage, and trust that God's plan is unfolding perfectly. Your story will inspire generations, and your life will be a testament to His faithfulness. Embrace this moment fully, and let your light shine brightly for His glory. Beloved chosen one, if this message has touched your heart, ignited your faith, and inspired you to step boldly into the divine season awaiting you, I invite you to connect with this moment in a special way. Please take a moment to like this message, subscribe to stay connected with more uplifting words, and leave the number 777 in the comments as a powerful declaration of your alignment with God's promises. Your engagement is more than just an action, it's a step of faith, a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the abundance God has prepared for you. If you feel led to go further and support this message, consider sending a super thanks of any amount up to $20. Your generosity helps spread this message of hope and divine purpose to others who need to hear it, amplifying the impact of God's work through this platform. Every like, subscription, and contribution is a seed sown into the kingdom, and I'm deeply grateful for your love and support. You are cherished, chosen, and destined for greatness. Keep shining your light, and know that you're part of something truly extraordinary. With all my heart, I thank you for being here and walking this journey together.